right guy for them at this time. But they've made a commitment. They're spending a lot of NIL money, and that's what has allowed them to get guys like Zach Calzada to come to Incarnate Word. And when you throw the ball around like that, you put up good enough numbers, you're going to get some eyes for yourself to play football down the road.
And they've done two things really well. You mentioned the NIL, and that's something they've done really well. They're in San Antonio, which is a good recruiting base. You can get some guys that, maybe are good enough to play in a school like UTSA. If you can convince them with a little NIL money and some good recruiting, you can get some guys out of that hotbed that can really play at this level. And the other thing they've done well is the head coaches you mentioned, they all have kind of that same style. So it doesn't matter. The coaches always matters to an extent, but when one leaves and the next one comes in, it's not like you're going from a coach that wants to throw the ball 60 times a game to a coach coming in that wants to run the wing T. They're all doing the exact same thing. They all have the same philosophy. So while you say plug and play is not necessarily the case when you're talking about switching head coaches, it is kind of plug and play because they're all doing the same thing. They know exactly what they've got already. They know exactly where they want to take it. And so they're just kind of being very selective with their coaches. They lose one, the next one that comes in is not the same, but he's very close. And you can kind of keep that train rolling down the tracks because you're not having some major philosophical shift within the program.
Yeah, that's one thing too that Kobe Carthel has kind of dealt with the last several years. He kept his same offense coordinator for a number of years, made a change after last season. Brings in Chris Ross. The offense has changed a bit. They've been real explosive so far, but Mike Moots in his second year defensively, he started to get the people in places where he wanted them and the right type of people.